I came across this a while ago, but I only just started appreciating it last night. It's beautiful. How to do programming. This is the basics of programming. So you've got two things. You've got your data up here, which you should imagine as a series of boxes. Each of those boxes can hold a number, whatever, just boxes that hold a number. And then also somewhere else you've got a series of instructions to operate. This is your data. These are instructions to operate on that data. Right. So, in this kind of minimal language, there are six different operations you can do. Oh, come on, get faster. So your first operation is, remember you've got your squares with your data in it there. Your first operation is like that, which just means move one to the right. So if you're there, you go to there. Another one is like that, which means the opposite. If you're there, you go to there. Another operation is plus. So if you're there, say, at this point in time, this is in your head, this is the data, this is in your head. In the data, you're at that point, you see a plus here. What you want to do is just add 1 to it, increment it. So if it was 1, it becomes 2. Simple as that. You box, 2. You start off like all zeros in these boxes by convention. So if I do plus there, it's going to be 1. So plus means that. Minus, take 1 away. So it's 0, so your 1's gone to 0. So you've got move right, move left, add 1 to wherever you are, take 1 from wherever you are. A couple of things that take you outside the theoretical are a comma. There's still your program. There's still your data, sorry. There's still your data, starting with 0, 0, 0. You're there. You get a comma, that means put some data in. So you might want to say, it'll ask you at the keyboard, put something in, so you type the 2 key, so 2 goes in that box. Simple as that. And the opposite, like if you have a full stop, a point, if there's 2 there, you've got a point, you get that point back out again. So, move forward, move backwards, add 1, take 1 away, input, output. And the only other 2 things are brackets like this. This means, now let me get this the right way around. If it's 0, these are paired. You have two of these together. If where you are in your data is 0, and you hit this, your program looks like bracket. You hit this. If it's a 0, then you just skip over. If it's not a 0, you go to there. When you get to there, that other bracket, that other square bracket, that other square bracket means that you go back to the starting square bracket. And now it depends where you get it. And what is kind of brilliant is that you can express any computer program in that. It's Turing complete. Alan Turing, the guy that gay guy that killed himself for being gay. You know, the bloke that saved us from the Nazis and all that. Well, it's Turing complete. Any program you want to write, you can write in this. The most simple programs, so the lovely one where it starts, not there. It's, fuck off. So, hang on. It's, you need to think about your data array as well first. I mean, that's pretty standard. Like, your data will be in a list sort of structure, and you're just operating on it through instructions. Is it 0? Is it 0? Then go past. If you do that, close bracket with a minus in between. Then if it's a 5, you hit the close bracket. It's not 0, so I'm going to go into this. It's a minus. So I'm going to take one away from it, so it's 4. It's not 0, so I'm going back again. Take one away from it. 3, 2, 1. 0, and what you've done there is just zeroed that point in the data. And like, the weird thing about this is enough to do any computer program, anything a computer can do. That simple model. It's not the simplest, there are simpler, but this is a nice one. I'll just show you a little one. If I can find it. It's not easy. It's known as an esoteric programming language, this. An obfuscated language. Because although it's very simple, it's absolutely impossible. And all of these things like the little brackets and stuff, they map like one-to-one with proper programming language stuff. You know, it's not that weird. This is how computers work. This is how it's done. Right, here we go. Moving the content of one cell to another. Alright, here we go. Minus, down, plus, bracket. So, you hit this, is it 0? Maybe not. So take that value down one, move left, add one to that, move right, keep doing it. Ah, fuck it. This language is called Brainfuck, by the way. Does make sense, but I've not had enough drugs yet in my whole life.